And we're back. What's going on, Facebook world? It's been a minute since I've done really any video for the most part, let alone live here. But we're here with a topic that I actually wanted to do for maybe last week or the week before. Not sure why I put it off. So we're here. I've had many conversations with people recently, which has sparked my interest on this topic in general. We hear it every day. Okay, so it's quite the situation, and something pretty funny to think about, that everyone is so goddamn busy nowadays, but yet everyone still manages to tell you about every season of TV that they've watched on Netflix or this and that. Okay, now it's funny because I'm talking about Netflix and Stranger Things or whatever here, and I'm literally gonna watch an episode or two of Stranger Things after this, but this is my last work piece to do for the day, so I'm pretty much done. I did schedule it in for my day here before I go work out. So that being said, that's the exact point right there. People keep feeding not only everyone else, their friends, family, co-workers, whoever, feeding them some lies, but feeding themselves lies for the most part, and trying to justify to them reasoning as to why they're doing things. Okay, and whether they consciously know it or not. But when it comes down to the argument of time, and I've had this discussion with many people, it's never the instance of I don't have enough time. You have the time. You're not structuring it correctly in the fact that you're not making room for the things that maybe you should be making room for, or that you actually want to make room for. So there's a few different ways to look at this one. So, and we've talked about it many times before, but I mean, if you're at the beginning of the day looking forward to going home to watch Stranger Things or watch whatever it is or do something, then you're probably going to reserve that time, whether it's actually physically on your phone, in a calendar or something like that, or just in your mind, knowing that by the time you get home and eat, you're not doing shit all, and you're going to hit the couch and you're going to watch TV. Sweet deal. Whatever, okay? So whether it be actually physically writing something down or just mentally, you're already prepping yourself for setting something aside right then and there. And when this argument pops up with, we'll say, in this case, being at the gym, going to work out, making room for your nutrition, prepping food, people will always say, oh, I just don't have enough time, and I'm so busy, this and that. And I'll call bullshit on every single person that'll say that. And I know some single moms out there that have 2 kids that are working full-time, that are going to school, that are still making time for health and fitness, nutrition, meal prep, whatever it might be, for some specific goals that they are trying to carry out and achieve. Okay? So, one argument right there is that, yes, there is time. You just need to dig a little bit deeper and see where you can maybe fit these things in. Or another thing you could look at is, okay, is there something I'm doing right now that I don't need to be doing that I can take away in order for me to make room for this? A lot of the times people will look at adding more things in order to be successful, but for the most part, everyone, like we said before, is busy as hell already, and for 9 times out of 10, you don't need to add anything else. You need to take something away. Your time is already pretty chapped with probably a bunch of useless things that you don't need to be doing anyway. So stop complaining about the time you don't have and start making time for the things that actually matter, okay? Now, the other hand of this, and I've had a few conversations a little bit more in depth with people recently, is do you actually want to do this? Are you just telling yourself that you would like to do this and you like the idea of, accomplishing this goal? So again, we'll speak in regards to health and fitness. Do you actually want to make, working out a part of your life? Do you actually want to start prepping your food and tracking your food intake to, to make a difference within your body composition, whether it's fat loss, gain weight, increase, lose weight, maintain, whatever it might be. But are you actually, physically, mentally all in to do that, or are you just more in love with the idea of doing it? A lot of people say they would love to do things or they want to do things, but in reality they're not ready. They don't want to do it. They're too caught up in other things they're doing, and they're not willing or ready to give up things that they're doing right now in their life in order to succeed in another department. Okay, so a serious question you have to ask yourself is, are you actually willing to and wanting to complete this task and go towards that goal? Because a lot of people will fool themselves into thinking they are when they really are not, when they really enjoy the current lifestyle they're at, and then they'll start telling themselves lies or justifying to themselves as to why they're not going to the gym, why they're not, eating better, prepping food, whatever it might be, okay? And then that cycle just keeps going on and on and on without, you even really knowing. And then you'll try a new program, you say, oh, that didn't work, I couldn't, it wasn't fun, or I couldn't commit to it, or something like that. And a lot of the times it's just these underlying factors of people just, not willing to take something out of their current lifestyle regime in order to meet that goal. So if it's not the first one, if your time is structured decently and you maybe do have some time, then have that conversation with yourself and ask, like, am I actually ready, or am I actually willing to? Do I want to do this? And I've probably posted it up before on the page at some point, but when we say motivated people only, we're not trying to put that up as a precursor to we don't want unmotivated people in the gym, or trying to dismiss these types of people that aren't motivated. It's just the fact that no one can save anyone that doesn't want saving. We can put as much work as we can forward to help you, and do as much as we can to hold you accountable and check in with you and give you the best plan that works for you, whether it's personal, doesn't matter. But if your head's not in it, if you're not actually wanting to be in the game and put in the work on your end, then there's nothing we can do on our end to help you as well. It's a two-way street, okay? Programs work. The system works. If you follow, if you're consistent, you'll see results. It will work. But if you're not willing to put in the time, put in the effort, put in the work to actually do it, then nothing's going to happen, okay? And again, a difficult conversation to have with yourself, but even for me, taking a little bit deeper dive into my nutrition this year for, making weight for weightlifting meets, things like that. I find myself every other weekend, because I like to go have a beer or two with a friend and go hang out. But a lot of the times I don't have, enough calories, carbohydrates, what have you, to support that. So for me, even right there, I was kind of stuck where am I really ready to do this, follow this nutrition plan, or am I still wanting to, carry on living the way I'm living? So take a good look. Write some shit down, find something you could take out, or actually just be real with yourself and say, hey, I would really like to do this, but realistically, am I ready for this right now? Am I going to put my 100% effort into it, or am I just wasting my time telling myself, some lies or whatever it might be to justify why I might not be doing it, okay? Because at the end of the day, we are ready to help you. We're here 100%. We want to see you succeed and help you. But if you are not ready to succeed and ready to put the work in yourself, then there's not much we can do with you. Okay? Good chat, guys. Happy to be back here. I'll be back here live just about every Friday, maybe every other day too. Put up some more vids, but let me know what you want to see. If you guys want to talk about other stuff, some certain topics, discuss anything, answer any questions, comment on here, throw me a message on Facebook, shout out your window, whatever. But that's about it for my work for the day, so I now am going to go watch some Stranger Things because I made time for it before I go work out. You guys enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon. Have a good one.